Jack, you know, it's early in the season to be having huge games, but this back-to-back series with UNH really qualifies as two huge games.
I think so. The fact that we're playing both games this weekend, the fact that we're undefeated and they're undefeated in the league, they're in first, we're in second, will mean a lot because we're only going to play them one more time. So these two games will really be something at the end of the year standings and in the national polls as well.
Yeah, I think one of the things that maybe people lose sight of over the course of the year, and you've benefited from it the last several years, is that #1 seed coming out of Hockey East is extremely important when you go to the regional tournament. So every one of these games counts. Tournament games, regular season games. This becomes a much bigger game than it might have been 10 years ago.
I think that in the past years, that has been a huge situation. It's very difficult. I think there's only been 2 teams that have not been seeded that made it to the Final Four. We were fortunate to be one of them one time. I believe Lake State did it one time. But I think it's going to be easier in the future because they're going to change the game so that there's a game in between. So you don't play Friday, Saturday. You play Thursday, Saturday, or Friday, Sunday, which will make it a little bit easier and give the bye team not quite the advantage they used to have.
Tough trip out to North Dakota. Escape from the second game. Tough first game. But they've got a pretty good hockey team.
They have a real good team. I thought we played very well. We had more trouble with the rink than we did with the team. It's like shaped like the old Boston Arena, as you know, that egg-shaped building. And the first period of the first game, we could not get the puck out of the zone. We were leading 3-1. We could have been down by 9. Tommy Noble played absolutely fabulous, and it was like men playing with boys. But after that, we played pretty well. They're a real good team, and I was real pleased to get out with a tie the second night.
Chris Drury has impressed me over the course of the year. If he's not one of the top 3 or 4 players in the country, I'm not sure who is. He's pretty doggone clever.
I don't see anybody better than him right now. He's got 22 goals. He's a fabulous kid, fabulous competitor. He's one of the most competitive kids, if not the most competitive guy I've ever coached. So add to his skill and his production, the fact that he's a great guy in the dressing room makes him the MVP in this league anyways.
One of the things that I think really helps him, too, in addition to all the things you've added about Drury and about his competitive nature and the kind of kid he is, he's a great athlete. I mean, he's a pure, natural athlete out here, in addition to being an outstanding hockey player.
Right. You know, as proved by his other success in other areas. But the biggest thing is that he works so hard every day in practice that he's the perfect example, too. You know, he's gotten so much better from freshman to sophomore, sophomore to junior because of his work ethic, and it's a great example for everybody else.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
Okay.